Let's start at this point. We should get rolling. I'm already way late. See ya. Go figure. Come on. Count this done roughly correct. Up again. So I think this is good enough. Close this. Open Content Manager again. Navigating these a touchpad with a glove is a bit difficult, but it works. I can definitely say that. It does work, but it's like, yeah, you do lose some precision, but it definitely works with these gloves. Because yes, I've actually bought some gloves. For my open wheeler RAM. Right, reload the preset because you fucking unmap the shifter every time. So no, I didn't ask this. Open online, favorites, and join the server. We have a setup already. Yes, Hampton. We have a setup already. Actually, do I have my pillow cam working already? So if you check on that. Yeah, it is working. Brilliant. I have it open so I can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, those are the gloves. Back up myself. Because the... Wait a second, why is it so dark? Oh, this was a bug that has kept me from updating my version of shader patch for a long time, and it's still around. I just do lose all the brightness out of it for some reason. The problem is I kind of need to slowly migrate over to the newer version. I was stuck at that older version for a while. So I guess we're gonna have to do some bug fixing here, because at some point they introduced some, I think, VR settings that fuck with the VR for some reason. Finding that stuff is like also mode tweaks VR perhaps. But single pass stereo is off. So why is it doing weird shit when I'm on this version? But works. It works on single screen flawlessly. I don't have any issues on single screen. So if I downgrade here, what VR settings do I have available? Let's go start casting left eye. Like it fucks with something and it just breaks for some reason. It drops my entire VR into complete darkness. Guess we could turn the single pass on and hope that it maybe decides to solve itself. It's very weird stuff. Because I've seen this before and it's just like I have no clue why it is just completely turning everything into darkness. And that was already with everything newer than Version 77, 78 does it, and now 79 does it also. Yeah, that's also still very dark. Not sure the server is supposed to be quite this dark. Let's turn headlights on. Yeah, I'm not I'm pretty sure it's a sunset, but like it's not supposed to be this dark. I'm very sure of that. It's not supposed to be this fucking dark there. Why does shader patch break, for fuck's sake, my VR experience? Like it's just dark for some reason. I have no clue why it's doing that all of a sudden. Let's just roll back and stay on the rollback version. We're not on the what's it called? Chitoka Revival Project server where you need the newest version. This server should work on the old one still. Yeah, we're still working on the old version. Chitoka Revival Project server, I can't do that. I have to use the newest version. It's unfortunate. I don't know, it's something if... I don't know what is causing it. It's... Yeah, it's a lot brighter all of a sudden when you're like... when not everything is drenched in darkness. It's Hampton. Load setup. How much fuel do we have in there? Enough. Or to just... So we need also to briefly swap the overlay over this one. Alright. That should all do the trick. I think I've driven the MX5s before, so I should have the mirrors and everything set up correctly for them. Hello. What I did notice from briefly driving and offline is that I probably should have taken a bit more time to actually learn the track, because this track has some level of complexity actually to it. Oh, that feels so nice to drive. Benchmarks being set right now 49.8s, 49.7s. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, and the first time I drove here, I drove the wrong way out of the pit lane. At least it was offline. Oh god. That's a bit taking the corner wrong. There were also like absolutely no braking signs whatsoever for that one. I caught me out of it. Okay, I'm brake later than that. God, I'm slow right now. There's more track to take there. Woo! Hello, Carmela. Awake. Thank you very much for trying to wake me up, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty awake. Like 4 seconds right now. 5 seconds off the pace. Just MX5 things. You wouldn't think they can, with such slow cars, easily lose so much time, but like these cars, you lose a shit ton of time if you don't drive the 200% correct line. Granted, I also went visiting the gravel trap there on turn 1, but I'm not sure it's all the lap time there. Also, there are braking markers if you're not blind. Yeah, that doesn't do that much. That's 2 seconds or so. You know. But with the MX5, you don't actually need to consider braking zones a thing. Like, you could just brake 2 meters before the corner and the thing will stop. Interestingly how it wants to oversteer. Also interesting how it wants to oversteer there. Line is definitely not right here yet. Still a lot of work to do. You need to still shave like 2 seconds off the pace. But I'd be quite happy with 1 or 1.5. Okay, that's a bit wide. Using the engine to brake. Nothing new for me. What? I'm sorry. It typed everything but what I actually typed. Fucking hell. Jesus. It's really difficult to type with gloves. My chat box is stuck open. It's deep into turn 1 there. Completely fucked it up. Not much time left, only 5 minutes. Why was I significantly faster when I had a car that was stuck behind in front of me? Well, when somebody who's about as fast as me is following me, I'm fucking everything up. Yeah, there's some sort of weird transition there that just unsettles the car for some reason. This corner is tricky, I would say, to find where you actually have to brake for it. Oh, that's a nice rotation there. Could actually brake later than that even. Look too early again. Did the same mistake as last lap. It's the apex there. .48 nines, Jesus. Still a bit away from that. Oh, that's nicer. So that's a minute to go. That's nice of a transition there. Oh, 17 minutes, 2 laps, I guess. Ah, again, slid wide. Such a fine margin for that turn. Between flying off the circuit and making it. Excuse me? That guy just vanished in front of me. Okay? Why did I get that twitch there? Improving on this lap. That's not the right line. whatsoever. Getting that late apex there is super difficult. You have no reference markers whatsoever for it. I'm like a second slower than I should be. I need to improve, not get worse again. Back to a 51, that's embarrassingly bad. Need to get back up to 14, back down to 49s. I just can't. The cable. Well, it is not password protected, the server. Although it's mods, so not a lot of people joining. I mean, we had weeks where we had a M3 race at brands that had like a fucking massive lobby. Probably because a bunch of randoms turned up. But yeah, this is run by Racing Pals. Although you only need the track, the car is basically already. So. Although this is the end of qualifying, so it's a bit late to join. I'm just not getting faster, I'm getting slower right now. That's not fun considering I'm like a second of pole. I still don't have this corner done. But I guess I can learn the race then. You know, copy their lines and stuff. Fifth. Oh, my shifter has moved again. I hate that. I literally tighten it down as much as I can and it still fucking rotated itself. No, you stay in shifting mode. Alternative escape does not want to work right now. Yeah, I mean, okay, actually, just under a second, but like, still, I mean, I'm not fond that I can't hit that consistently, right? So, apparently everybody's here tonight. Somebody just teleported in. Who are we waiting at this point? AC, and what are we waiting right now? So we can switch sessions. This is taking a while here. Ah, we are in the countdown now. I didn't notice. Do I need more fuel? Actually, I'll ask you this. Do we need more fuel? Actually, yes we do. It's predicting I'm burning with 1.35 liters per lap or 10 laps worth of fuel, and yeah, it's predicting that not to be quite enough to get to the end of the race. Yeah. So that's enough. Right. So, I've done the fuel adjustments. So I'm gonna just sit on the grid, I would say. Yeah, this is the reason for this being asymmetric with that bar, is that behind us is only that one bar. Because the roll cage in the MX5 Cup is a bit interestingly shaped. Let's get ready. Race 1, I'm about to go on the way. Ooh, this corner you just keep running out of road there. It's so painful. Slipstream doesn't seem to be doing much for me. And me promptly just outbraking everybody into that corner. Oh man, this is... They've chucked their cars more in than me. Well, I'm not sure that actually worked out too well for him. Carrying a bit more speed, but then you just... Up the hill, the slipstream doesn't do much. Fifth. How the fuck we're nearly lapping someone? Somebody must have joined late and just started the race. Mr. Stalin. Well, I guess he was busy doing some communism. So now we have CSL cookie in front of us by a second. Okay, can do better than this. You're bleeding some time there. Funnily enough, I am using Mo's setup. He's right behind me. Cookie is escaping right now in front. He actually outruns me and he's like He just had the time to settle himself in, most likely. And find his line and groove again. So much time there out of the corner. I am, I think, fast in the first sector here. In the middle sector there with all the corners, that's really where I'm good, but like on the fast bits I'm not for some reason. It's the really strange stuff. I wasn't sure it actually went into gear again. Yes, you saw the cookie was about half a second fast. Oh, come on, why is this corner so fucking bullshit designed? Who did put the fucking tightening radius turn 1 on a fucking circuit? It's really frustrating, there are barely any reference points for the fucking corner. Can't get that late apex, you just have to turn in like basically never. It's just so weird to drive for me. Yeah, this guy's just gone at this point. Kind of an issue with MX5s, like you expect actually close racing, but the reality is like there's just somebody gonna run away with the thing. We're gonna put in third. Hope this thing finally turns on the exit. Crying out loud. There's just so much understeer on turn 1. Oh fuck, that's too wide. Yeah, but it's just not willing to come back to the apex then. Hello car, would you kindly actually behave and not try to murder me? Thank you. You have to like hit the third gear so early, but you need the second gear for that stupid hairpin. Okay, that's better. The problem is, this guy's just lapping so fucking fast. There's just nothing stopping him at this point. Ah, I forgot my downshift and skip into third. I don't know how this guy in front of me does it, that he can back the car harder into this corner and then exit faster. It doesn't make sense. I'm driving... Have to hit the apex on that first curbing. Just tap the brakes slightly to rotate the car. Or not. And then it finally fucking grips and bites and turns in corner. Problem it seems, however, that Mo behind me is also learning from my lines. And is improving continuously. I mean, I guess for the excitement, I'm not driving away from the cars behind me also. At least something is happening. Yeah, man, I guess we're gonna do something in the reverse grid, right? I mean, I guess I'm matching him right now in front. It's about what I'm capable of. Not much more. Layout is starting to grow on me here. But, I mean, we're also driving MX5s, they work basically anywhere. If you bring them to a Formula E circuit and it would feel half decent. I mean, the undulations and stuff, it's kinda neat. Kinda neat. there's just nothing I have against Cookie. He's just way too quick in these things. Like, aliens really show with these cars. Because the small advantages for some reason stack up really high with them. It's this like parabolic relationship of like alien pace with Formula 1 cars and alien pace with MX5 Cup cars being like absolutely extreme towards a normal human being, while you have with like something like a GT3 suddenly like the aliens are way more reasonable paced, way more in striking distance. It's just really interesting how that is. It's a turtle and against. Yeah, true, for me as well. But it always, it's just like, you enter. There are tracks that have like absolutely zero lap time, and they're like. MX5 frames are on the Valunga Club circuit, and you're like 3 seconds off the pace. Yeah, that happens. That you're like 2 seconds around Monza slower than some alien. It's like, okay, he's on Qualy, so but like against another MX5 Valunga like club, which is like, oh fuck, which is like, I don't know, less than 50 seconds to lap. Now that starts hurting. It fucks with your head quite badly. It has its reasons. A, because these cars take like fucking forever to get the tires up to pressure, and B, if you don't nail your lines 200% right, you just get absolutely left in the dust with them. It's not much about the driving, it is about the placement of these cars. I mean, there's not much braking to modulate, there's not much throttle to modulate, you just need to place the car correctly. If your lines are not 200% correct, you just will be left in dust. They will just drive circles around you. That's true also for Formula 1 cars. Top level car control does not matter. Only matters where you place the car. That's what it boils down to. Other category is the V8 supercars. You can do good or not do at all. I would regard V8 supercars probably closer to vintage cars where you can actually, you know, beat aliens usually. Because those cars ask you actually to drive them. And not to just slug them around the circuit. Although V8 supercars are quite particular at times. Only 2 liters remaining in the fuel tank. Right, besides the first few laps, this has been a relatively calm race. Mainly because I can't do shit about Cookie in front, who's just way too quick for me. Got down to like low 49s, but that was about it. Couldn't quite go lower than that. Also, this is the final lap actually of the race because he's just gonna crush that finish to finish it. I saw him slamming the car intentionally into a wall, so I was like, okay, I can join it. Bowling! Okay, cars are being merged right now. But yeah, the odd thing is, despite this being an H pattern car, you really drive this more like a lower class open wheeler, I guess. Which I mean, it's kind of fitting because they are in club level cars, these things. It's just the low power nature of them makes the low power, high grip nature makes them quite interesting to drive. Hello, you can't like. Oh, it minimized my AC. Oh, that's something I didn't expect it to do. Well. Again, we're gonna have a reverse grid here, which will probably consist of everyone down to P10 being reversed. Well, we do have a setup to be shared. Okay, I don't really luxury shared one. Right. Well, how badly did he do here? Started. But 16-17 liters of fuel, yep, that sounds reasonable. Yeah, I mean, sector times are like half as well. The middle sector is absolutely awful. The third sector can also use some work. First sector is half a second off. Yeah, there's some work definitely to be done for him. Hey, let me be part of that. Yeah. There's people crashing, so let's join that. It's a lot of fun. Right, 1 minute countdown before we go into the next session. Race 2. Race number 2. Important objective: keep Suicide Cookie behind you so he doesn't like just run away at the front again. Interesting enough, I have battled him now a few times. I think the other time with the what's they called? The front wheel drive with the Peugeot 206, 106 or something like that. Around, I don't know what circuit. It was quite an intense battle with him. I think he ended up victorious in both races there. I couldn't stop him, I guess, if I remember correctly, both of them. So let's see if we can do anything. Alright, P7 now on the reverse grid here. Chiba starting on pole. Miguel is starting a few positions ahead of us. Let's see. We have fuel on the tank. And And there's our opponent next to us. Because I mean, with 7 people in the server, it's not like that difficult to cycle to the front. Although it did show that it isn't particularly that easy to pass, considering how much I struggled to get by Robin and Mr. Mo. Going into first. Man, he had a rocket start there. Yeah, that's a bit aggressive, but well, shit, we're driving MX5s. You can do that totally, what I just did. Front 2 have been completely unchanged from the start. So Robin is now directly behind me. Cookie has not particularly gotten that far up the order. I think he got stuck back there a bit. So I'm into fourth. Now let's get some suction up the hill. Although I think in real life these cars usually have like half decent slipstream effects on them. Here they don't really want to do it. So much better when you finally figure out how the fuck to take this first corner. You need to tap the brake in the mid corner to get it to rotate. Look, actually too early to. This shit is just insane. Like, I'm just completely leaving these people on the dust. Just drive around the outside like it's nothing. We're in the same car. How the fuck should that be possible? Like, sure, he's not as quick as I am, but like, I can just drive around the outside and just make it look like nothing. Oh. Well, okay, he's had a massive skill issue there. It spun the car. It's seriously like if you enter a server with someone who actually knows how to drive these cars and you're a novice to AC, and you're like, well, MX5, that sounds about up my alley, you just gotta get completely demolished by people. It's just so unfair. Like, instead of this being a car that, like, shrinks the scale gap a bit, this car is one that exacerbates it massively. Although, I mean, you could say that, like, a newcomer could at least get the car on the circuit. If you put them in a Formula 1 car, you basically instantly win because they're gonna just spin every other corner. Food for thought. I feel like Robin Moe is like, well, I'm going for first. Because he's pushing, genuinely. He's closed up pretty good on the last lap on me. Something I didn't quite expect there. I'm not improving that much. Should probably just stay third as I usually do. Boy. I still need to brake later for this corner. Oh, he looped it. What did I say about this car being easier to drive than a Formula 1 car? Now everybody's starting to loop the thing. I mean, I'm not blaming too much, considering I nearly spun it a few times. The thing is quite at times handful on the throttle. But still... Would you like not to try to disprove my point? At least try, maybe? And we're 4.5 seconds behind to Cookie. He has finally cycled up the order. But if he's on a mission, that's not good for me. Because he's gonna just make a mincemeat out of me. And run me down like a dog. There is no mercy at that point. Lost ground to him, especially the last few corners. Before that, the gap was relatively stable. He just has his special sauce for the final two corners. 48.9 from him again. Ten minutes to go. I need to do my gear change earlier mid corner there, so I have my left foot ready to do brake tapping. Done. Left side before the exit there, not ideal. Still, we're holding the gap stable, which is the important part. Everything else doesn't quite matter. Okay, that's not quite the right line. I've also noticed that there are basically no track limits on the circuit. Also, there's no going the wrong way. At least in practice there wasn't any. I don't know. Maybe actually I've disabled the going the wrong way, I don't know. I think maybe when we had our crash first, I think there were some going wrong way signs. Oh, I definitely left closing again. His ability to just move the benchmark further and further down. Goodness gracious. I would like a 48, that would be kinda neat. But not like that. Not when I mess up 2 corners in a row here. Just can't work out. Okay, that's really not how you take that corner. As fast as I would like to. Just one corner to go if this isn't it. And we have a good lap. I bled some time there. I was up quite nicely. And it's real tight if I actually get the fastest lap from that. I mean, he was only 2/10 slower than me, so... But the next car's like nearly a second slower than us, so... I nearly got the thing into first gear there, that's not good. Okay, that's not quite how you take that corner. Definitely not how you take that corner. Right, one lap to go at this point. We don't have enough time to start another one after this. Let's go for it. Fifth gear. Into turn one. Pop it down a gear. Both of us did a 50 last time around. It's just how it goes. Just a few more corners to go. still not right with this corner. It's just, it's such a late apex. And it's such a sharp corner as well that, like, lining up the late apex for it is just so impossible down the hill there. Let's just get to the finish line. And we actually somehow did it. We actually won the second race. Bonk. Wow, I think I just collected someone going in reverse. Let's just go briefly-ish, quick lap around the circuit. Which is, by the way, why the car gets slightly unsettled there, because the... Oh, I just got teleported. Probably for cutting the track a bit too much for the game's liking. Right. Yeah, I should have actually a link to the Discord in the description. If my memory is not gone bad completely. I feel like I should have one, but I'm like not taking guarantees for that. Do I? Yes, I do actually. Well, the question is if it's dead or not, but like that's a different question, right? We wanted to figure out perhaps if we can fix shader patch. What version is that? 0178. Okay. No one seems to have issues. Or somebody's like saying talking about new features, but like that's not my problem. I'm having issues with like my stuff just being for some reason in VR specifically getting really dark, and I do not know why. Yep, it's just free servers. Let's just briefly check actually on the version of Soul. not running because probably isn't helping. I mean, I have tried to run the newest, which definitely I have. It's just, oh come on, it's a fucking pain in the ass to type. Yeah, where the hell is the link to Seoul? Because it's fucking race department's search engine is like fucking garbage as always. You can't find shit on race department if you search with that stuff. Because it gives you threads instead of like the, you know, the fucking results you actually want. If you search AC Seoul, is like you don't actually get it. Type an S. So, when was it last updated? This was in August. So I definitely have this. Bug fix with VR. Yeah, I definitely have this. When it's August, I definitely have this installed. Let's check what version I am on with Soul. It's just also a question of like, where the fuck do I find it? Which version I am with Soul? Weather effects? Doesn't tell me anything there. Yeah, okay, version 2.2.2. Right. That's the older one, not the newer one that is available here, which is 2.2.3. Okay, so there is a newer version, but the problem is this is downloading from race department, which means I'm gonna be here in 2 weeks still. Because race department fucking pain pickle. Because race department cannot fucking have download rates within like the same fucking. Oh! That was briefly on my stream, the full track map. Oh, I did download that fucking plugin. Download at some point, I need to actually figure. Date modified. Should perhaps help me find it actually. Origin icons. Johnny Silver. Track map display. Right. I should probably search for it not on race department because fucking race department. Or maybe just pull off the gloves at this point. Track map display. Yeah, track map display extended is what I'm actually using. Alright. Okay then. Wait, I did copy the fucking link. Why do you not copy the link? Oh, for fuck's sakes, I'm gonna shoot you. C. Control V. What? Again? Why are you not copying the fucking link? What the hell is happening here tonight? It takes me fucking 3 attempts to get the fucking link over here. So, yep, so that's that. There's tuning pings over here, we're gonna have to check those out. I think I need to dispute those, because I'm definitely not agreeing with the decisions he made. Dispute those charter pairs. I'm not happy about this, the first one being judged against me. Quite how it is. Always so complicated on their side to get over there. There is. Oh, there's the first one. Peel. Right, it's still downloading this. This is painful. I think I will do some more driving if I'm done tonight. Actually, I could load up the replay right now to actually figure the fuck out. To bolster my argument. Actually see what the hell I'm talking about. Where is these ACs? I'm gonna launch it in non-VR mode because it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be slightly strange, but whatever. So now let's track down the first incident, shall we? Okay, why did you just suddenly disappear and reappear there? I don't understand, but whatever. We're gonna pull up the timing tower, though the rest of the HUD is not gonna pull up. Where's the collision actually up the hill? Must be after, I think. He dies. Jesus, how much sideways I went at that. Yeah, this must be the... I luckily didn't get reported at all, but like, Jesus Christ, that was something. I just get instant lockup, and it's like 2 bumps on the Porsche, and the Porsche still somehow survived the attack. God, that was too lucky, because like... And then I come alongside him again and tap him again, and it's like, ah. Yeah, that ain't fun when that happens to you. That ain't funny. And I think it is this lap. I'm not taking prisoners here. Oh yeah, I feel like this is completely not my fault. I move as soon as I can towards the right. But then I stop actually and leave him the room. Well, the bump up at the top of the hill is me misjudging how close the Audi is actually to my left. But there's not much fucking wiggle room to give there. He's alongside. Yep, the room. Yeah, there's a bit more wiggle room given there up here. Should have loaded up the overlay so I can actually with because it would be okay, we know lab 12, well actually lab 13, but whatever. But I want to note which lap it is on, so I can briefly, when I switch the HUD back on, load up the replay back up. This one, right. Because I want to see his throttle inputs here. Yeah, he sits behind me directly, which is costing him so much momentum. Yeah, he just got nothing. That is a fucking nothing burger of a collision. Even from the onboard, you don't even feel it really. Like, my car moves more when I apply the brakes than the bump that he got there. Right. Yeah, and the reason he loses the position here is due to his... I mean, he doesn't quite... So... But also, we want to briefly check. I think he stayed on throttle really through the entire ordeal. On throttle, on throttle, on throttle. Yep, he just stays on throttle here. No momentum loss. Right. Yeah, there's way more room on the left than I knew. But I wasn't sure where the fucking Audi was at that point. It's like, I knew it was there, it just wasn't quite clear where the fuck the Audi was. Who's actually the one who's here? Who's the Audi driver here in this scenario? That is Manea. Hartmann. PL for this one. But yeah, I feel that is a wrong judgment. I feel like the collision probably in the braking shot should probably stay as a warning. I will argue obviously myself out of it, but like, I mean, a warning is still a stretch for it, but like, I can see it being judged that way at least. But the collision, the action up the hill is like, bruh, yeah, I moved to the right there early because I wanted to not have him on my right hand side. Once he did commit, I decided to give him the room. It's as simple as that. There's nothing malicious about that. It is perfectly legal as a GT4 to do. To move early on the straightaway. To get into the right position, to get the GT3 on the side you want them to be. But he was closer than I expected. I mean, seriously, this collision in the mid-corner there is harder than mine with him. Alright. We do have the later collision with him. I think it was 57 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, lose it here. Yeah, there's no discussion about that one. He gets away super lightly, let's be real. He's lucky as all hell. That is super lucky. Like, there's nothing I could do. I understeered off the circuit from being passed into this corner here. And just trying to get this thing to rotate, and then suddenly it snaps on me. Yeah, I feel like he survived here way better because I was already gathering the car up. I just needed that millimeter more room that he was just unfortunately occupying. I just needed that half a meter also to survive. And he just wasn't there when I... Because I had already caught the slide effectively. It's just, I needed about a quarter of a meter more to the left. And frankly, he couldn't have given me really that anymore. His presence was just enough. It's unfortunate that I hit him twice in the race. And I think I'm not gonna appeal the second one. I feel like that is justifiable enough. I feel like that one is justifiable enough. The S's, however, bruh, I've seen way worse. As someone who's driven as prototype driver, like, you get shit pulled on you, that is way worse, and the GT drivers get away with everything. Let's be particularly blunt. That one should have not been judged on me. Like, I felt like, yeah, that could be judged before looking at the replay, but looking at the replay, that is a non-issue. But yeah, the momentum difference there is down to everything you but me. Yeah, the Scuderia Pepperoni car from Blumen. Because he did comment that he saw me like drift for him. Which, you know, I would like to see that drift. Well, I'm already in the replay here for it. See, he's passing a few more cars. Oh god, there's a slight collision there. Just a few more guys. I guess it's now a bit of a gap before I come up. Yeah, there I am. Yeah, there I am. Guess what he saw is probably me just trying to survive through the chicane. Let's just watch that. Yeah, this new version of Soul has finally downloaded, so it's actually... Oh yeah! I had to watch this twice to notice how much drift angle I had there. Jesus, that looks like so much angle. From his perspective, like, holy shit, that looks like so much angle. Yeah, I did have a lot of angle there. But honestly, at that point, it had become like second nature that shit like this could happen in the chicane. Like, that was like... just Tuesday for me at that point. Right, I'll track down the previous momentum. So I guess I got the ping here for the appeal. not gonna appeal the other one. It's done now. Guess I should run a Sol uninstall. Let's just exit again ACC because we've done whatever we wanted to do in ACC briefly. Look at the replay and just get another idea of how things happened. So then, I guess I could try installing with content manager. They always recommend you not to do that, which is an interesting thought. Steam apps, set the cursor. I should run a Sol uninstall, I think, and then Sol reinstall. Sol config files too? No. Successfully removed, okay. And then extract these back into there. So. This is the preview for the weather files. Files from this, continue. Finished? Okay, good. Now let's go back into settings here. Yes, Sol 2.3. Sol 2.2. VM mode adjustments. Okay, we haven't done any yet. Let's flash up to version. Also, the file size is massively improved with this. For the so. We're not doing any single pass rendering because let's try this again, I would say. Perhaps a little different track. What did I use recently install? I think I don't have a track that I recently installed. Transport going is awful. I know that. Highland Valley is a nice circuit. That's a rally stage again. I end up driving always the same stuff constantly. Let's just pick Suzuka, I would say. Oh, what else can I pick? God damn it, there's too much choice. Fog. There's so many good choices. I have different versions of Sebring apparently. I have one version up here, the Sebring 2021. I have a Sebring down here. I think the reboot team is a version of the Alpha 2 port. It's probably a better choice at that point. What color do I want to bring there? There have been updates to Sierra. Let's bring a DTM 90s car, I would say. Right, few clouds. How good shit is configured. Just go, I would say. Let's try and see if this works. Also, I want to load actually into Alpha 2 and do some driving off a certain map that I downloaded for that. Oh, and now the lighting is working actually. Although it did take a second to load properly. But it did eventually. There's all the maths in it. Seating position and perhaps adjust it briefly. Oh, come on. Mouse cursor, please give me the last 2 centimeters here. So. I mean, I shouldn't move too far down actually because we are located basically on the shoulders of the guy already. Or perhaps a bit back. Center mirror might need some adjusting briefly. No, we're not racing, it's just would be nice to see shit out of it. The rest, I say that's good enough. Right. Hubschrapp. Nah, this is definitely not the Alpha 2 version. I'm pretty sure that has a different bridge there. Although, I mean, last time I drove here was I think in an LMP DPI actually? I think I drove... I don't know, I don't remember. Actually, yeah, there was an LMP2 there. Wasn't back. We just tracked last time in VC and killed the car. Effectively. Not just effectively, I did actually kill it. This thing is quite twitchy, to say. I mean, some of the textures could use some work still, I would say, on this model. I mean, it's still free stuff and drives nicely, so I guess. But I mean, it is trying to murder me, but I'm not too sure if I haven't signed up for that technically with choosing Group A car. Actually, DTM car. Well, the DTMs usually were not that murderous of the era, especially with the ABS and TC. Fifth gear. Yeah, I feel like this is probably RF2 version. I feel like it probably is it. Considering the bumps. Because if I load the 2021 version, it's probably gonna be significantly less. That's why last time spun. Ah, it's just nice. I mean, it is a softer sprung car, so it can actually absorb some of the bumps in comparison to a prototype. There's a 24-hour race next week on the circuit. I don't know if they use this version of the track, which would be neat. If they use the other one, it's gonna be kind of boring because it doesn't have bumps at all. We could now just briefly open, switch back. Also, I was driving again without my gloves. I guess I need to make that my habit now. It's, however, a bit difficult to use by keyboard with it. So there is that. There's the slight difficulty to them. They do work actually pretty well with touch screens. I'm actually surprised. I don't have to fight. The precision is missing. That's the problem with them. However, otherwise you can definitely navigate touchscreens, which is quite neat. Quite neat to have, right? Okay. Because if we load up the Circuit Sebring 2021 here, maybe swap the car for something that is perhaps a bit less accepting of bumps. I have this one prototype that I think I haven't driven yet. Also had one color I wanted to add. Don't know if I actually added it. Categories, where is it? New. There. Some of the last Formula 500 chassis currently being made, but the roots of its design are among the oldest still in racing. The rights have changed hands several times over the years. It's currently supported by the Mitchell Racing Services, who produce a modernized version of the semi-closed sports car style nose and carbon fiber bodywork. Due to the longevity and popularity of the type, Scorpions with both motorcycle and snowmobile drivetrains challenge for national race wins in the SCCA competition. This one has a 600cc Suzuki GSX R600 power plant. Formula 500 is a low-cost open-wheeler category using small, lightweight chassis with minimal sprint solid rear axles. Oh god. Extremely limited aerodynamic aids. Most unusual cost-saving feature of the class is its suspension, which utilizes simple rubber pucks for springing and the friction of the suspension bell cranks rotating against the chassis for dampening. Originally conceived around two-stroke snowmobile drivetrains, most cars campaign nationally now using light modified sports bike motors. Power output of all engine options are balanced with restrictor plates though. The number of drivers remaining competitive using two-stroke Rotex. Yeah, and there's a number of people remaining with two-stroke Rotex engines that are still competitive. Well, what livery video I want? I think I'm gonna pick this one. Right, but this one on Sebring, well, if it's bumpy, it's gonna be hell. It's actually bumpy, it's gonna be hell to drive. Well, I should technically drive that with an open wheel rim, but swapping rims on a T300 takes too long to justify doing it just for one car. Alright, we're having a quite interesting seating position here. Definitely have to move that slightly. Even if like the shoulders are back there, really. It just feels wrong being that far back. Right. The mirrors are still halfway right, which is something. Let's swap back here. Honestly, I feel like I'm actually sitting now too close on it. Why do you run with Hoosier tires? Oh. But yeah, there's a different pit exit here. Wait a second. Yeah, this has a sequential gearbox, but it doesn't have power lift. I mean, it's not too surprising, but also like... But I guess you could just probably just keep slamming the car into gear. But on downshifts you definitely want to blip. Because otherwise the thing will just lock the rear tires immediately. Right, yeah, this is a port more of the virtual Le Mans team version, which exists for R-Factor 1 and R-Factor 2. Honestly, I don't think it even ups that standard, this version. Yeah, interesting little machinery here. Although I think I want to move even further back because it's feeling wrong where the arms are more than anything. Because position wise, I would think this is about right now, but it still doesn't feel quite right. I don't know. I don't quite get it. the rest. Let's swap back. I'll actually try to join their practice server right now. Oh, here's actually a good finder here. Newer version of C#. Let's briefly install that. Great, it's asking me to log in. That's a bit something. Let's briefly do this right. Well, I must have put a typo somewhere in. Yeah, they ate my D at some point. Right. What sim series? Email. Passwords. Remember me, sign in. Free practice. Thank you. Of like, sorry, this event requires the WSS app. Thank you very much for requiring this. Wait, do I have it still installed actually? I think I do have actually the fucking adware still installed, yeah. Yeah, I have everything here. I am running. Okay, I guess it doesn't want me to do it over here, so it wants me to do my stuff in my browser. Oh, that's fun. Join now. Yeah, here I'm logged in at least. Okay, install mods. Is it doing something? Oh yeah, it is downloading, actually installing them. That's neat. Is it actually downloading the track as well? Yes, Sebring it. Yep, it is using an RP version, which is probably the version I am using. That I have already installed. Field penalty app. Some weird stuff. I want to give that also a shot right now. At least I didn't get the vote for next week, considering I'm not driving next week here. I'm driving somewhere else. To the coping flowchart, okay. Fine, whatever. Google, stop showing me sex ads. I know there are desperate sluts in my area. I have a mirror. Yes, that is a good one still. So ready. So I guess everything is installed now. So I just press this connect button here. Oh wait, it just gave me, I think, one of the cars, even though I didn't pick one yet. Huh. Because it didn't really let me pick anything. Let's wait for it to load. Come on. Can't take like... Oh yeah, right, it's loading like a bunch of cars and that's why. AC like R-Factor 2, the more cars you add to the session, the more it takes to load. Yep, it put me into a DPI. I definitely do not want to do that. For considerable reasons, because... You know, I'm not technically eligible to drive DPI in that series, so... Can I actually select my car? Oh, I can choose the car at the top. Right. Okay, I'm fucking blind apparently. Aston Martin V12. That sounds like a great car to test. Right. So I hope this thing doesn't pop up anymore when I'm joining any other service, because I have seen like odd fucking apps that like show shit up everywhere people join. And I hope that isn't one of them. Man, the fucking seating position here is way too high up. Like... no, not this direction actually, this is half decent. We just need to correct down. A bit forward. I mean, it does cut up a bit, but like, it doesn't matter because we anyway have to have lights above. And yes, they do allow solar drivers, which is why I'm considering this event at all. Oh god, it added all the fucking real penalty shit to this overlay as well. And to this one as well. Holy shit, how much fucking stuff have you added here? It's just causing a mess here. Oh wait, I'm just noticing something. One of the mirrors is wrong. Yeah, they didn't configure the mirrors on this car correctly. Where's actually the C2 mirror? Because... oh, it's those two. But the issue is when I flick... so that calms down. That calms down again. You don't really see shit out of this. The C2 is the C1 is unfortunately incorrectly configured. It's not configured as a camera. So you don't really see much out of the back of the car. The mirrors. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, especially because there's not much visibility out of the back. With the mirrors. The issue is C1 doesn't, like, if you flick it over to this here, it does that. And it's like, that ain't sustainable. You can't switch it into the non-VR mode because it just breaks. That just isn't sustainable. Right. Let's drive this garbage. I mean, that top rear mirror is also demonic. If we just look at it, there's something not quite right there. That can unfortunately not be used for an endurance race when the mirrors are demonic. And in VR I do rely on actually functional mirrors, so, you know, kind of a deal. Could the fucking alarm be more obnoxious if it tried? Yeah, because I cut the final corner, it's like, well, you're getting no valid lap this time around. I'm just like, bruh, would you like stop flashing that? I don't need to slow down because I have an invalid lap. Change my settings to purge those things out of my overlays. This is already very obnoxious. The flags, everything, Christ. So every single time in the phone server the fucking pit speed. Every single time I come by, not even like trying to get up into it. A 2-minute 8 lap time is quite slow for the circuit. But it seems like a realistic lap time apparently for GT3s. I don't know why, but it just seems like it. Oh man, I mean, just have enough to midnight right now. I guess I dragged this on for more than long enough. Oh. No, it's not a cut. Good. Good, because that's actually fair. Still, the bumps are not quite as severe on this reboot team version and the Affected 2 version. Quite a lot lighter, which is kind of positive because, yeah, reboot team version is kind of hell. And there's definitely stuff you can probably do with the setup because this thing understeers like a fucking dog into turn 1. So for GT3s this is very slow pace in comparison to the Affected 2 pace you can easily do on the circuit. With GT3s there you expect it to go 2 minutes flat, not sub. I would say I've done enough driving off this. This is the current correct version. Alright. So I have to also fix my overlays then. getting rid of all the junk in it. Come on, let me get to the fucking lower corner here. Thank you. So this one can. I mean, it's a fucking mess this is creating here. Do I have all of them listed, or do I actually have to scroll down? Definitely over here, just unpin each and every one of them. Oh, it pins itself again, I guess? Well, I can't get rid of them, apparently. Look, I don't want them on every fucking overlay I have. It's very simple. I don't want them on everything. I just want them gone on some. Right, okay, this advert can be closed. Exit. This is literally another layout of this version here. Of the reboot team version. Probably has better track limits or something. Who knows? Let me briefly head into settings. I set the Corsa. Apps. Real penalty app is enabled obviously now. Move them out of these here. I guess they don't need it in these. Speeding, swap. Warning. It didn't even add itself to the fourth layout. So there's that. So let's just try one of the servers here. Yes. The old server. This is the test server. Which server do I want to get on? Oh, this one's full here. It's just a non-traffic server. This is very traffic. This is a slow VR traffic. Yeah, there's a bit more space on the slow VR traffic. What do I want to bring? A car. Infinity. Cool card. WRX, I think. Join. Well, quite a lot of yawning. I don't want move much because of that. Ah, fuck, I'm gonna just move a lot. While I'm untightening these screws right now. I think the calibration is anyway set at the beginning of the loading time, not the end. Or we can just test it out this way. Yes. Okay, it's set at the end as well again. Definitely found that one out just now. So does it sense? Yeah, it does send messages on the server, depending on what stuff is going on. I don't like that. Yeah, what was I about to say? Like, why are you not teleporting me into the correct perspective? Also, there's some sort of head in here that I'm clipping with, which is fun. So let's move my perspective slightly forwards. Oh, it's still... There's a fucking face I'm clipped into. Depending on how I move, it clips with me. That wasn't correctly modded in. Wait. Wrong side for shifter. This isn't tightened down yet. Oh wait, wrong direction. Why is it always that like I'm operating with the USB principle on screws? Why I usually get it fucking wrong. Which direction is it, for fuck's sakes? I'm definitely turning one way wrong. Okay, I was turning the wrong way again. So, tighten. Pull up. Come on, let me swap. So thank you for informing me that. That is absolutely useful that this app does spam like that when it's not active on a server. Meaning you have to manually fucking enable and disable that shit. Also, can I click into the corner there, or is my ACG's... Ah yeah, this menu is open. Literally, this fucking tiny ass menu is like blocking me. Oh yeah, the fucking pop-up finally disappeared. Is that something? Oh, thank you for the pop-up for my headlights. I don't know where the fucking hell the headlight pop-up came from. That came from literally nowhere. Also, it's just my chat not being actually opened up. Right. I mean, I wanted to load up Solitude briefly, and I wanted to just briefly check this real penalty thingamajig does. I guess I should probably just turn it off and turn it only on when it's needed. because otherwise it just causes a mayhem completely. As I said, I wanted to open up R-Factor 2 briefly and do some driving over there. Try a certain map out. Start the timing for belt outer. Oof. That would be pretty dead at that point. Because that is the end of the gallery just straight up through your door. And you're just dead at that point. Alright. We're done with testing this stuff, I would say. Can I actually have... Oh yeah, I can have presets for this. I can make a preset that turns all of this stuff off. Oh wait, I turned some stuff off that I wanted to actually keep. Fuck. Hyphen chat. Performance meter. I think those were the ones that I had here. And the real-time app. It doesn't need it. Wait a second, where did the real penalty stuff disappear to? It's just gone all of a sudden. It's suddenly gone out of the list here. GUI rendering stats. I'll just have that turned off. Oh yeah, here it is, real penalty, but if it's off, then basically none of the other real penalty stuff shows up. Alright. Okay then just leave it alone, I would say. Right. Let's swap to R-Factor 2. I want to get this done today, so... well, we are already tomorrow. Oh, wait, that's AC. Not R-Factor 2, fuck. Hey. I'll take my launcher away. I mean, the shift is not actually on the wrong side if I want to have something historic. Whatever. We're just gonna put up with that. Because I want to try that circuit. It is my home track. It needs to be driven. It needs to be tested. At that point. Come on. Load. Workshop, okay. It's done already. Good. 2-minute 01s are doing driven actually by the GT3s. That's very interesting. Because I was nowhere near that shit. It's like, those times were just not possible. It's like, I don't know what the fuck these crack cocaine people are doing then. Because the Aston definitely wasn't doing those lap times. There's definitely some people with the Aston up there in the order. Not on the 2-minute-01 category, but like 2-minute-04 still. Christ, I was questioning why is how much they were faster, but like how the hell are they doing that? That's not adding up. Right, we want some sort of car. Points. Single player. Well, actually, I should probably check controls, but that doesn't matter. Oh, we have serious select. That's gonna take a fucking minute till that deselects. Because our factory takes its time with that. So, deselected. We need a track. Because that's what we want. Actually, here for. Solitude circuit, and then we need a car for it. I mean, I could bring the Puma there. I mean, after all, I have the car. No customization options. We're just gonna drive it, I guess. It's an H pattern car, Brazilian. Uh, 11-kilometer circuit. I mean, it's relatively close to a road car. Well, the fun part, I've driven a road car around this racetrack, actually. It's a racetrack I've actually driven on in real life, making it quite unique in that sense. I think so. Would you kindly not try to die on me? Thank you. Do I need to do anything on the setup of the car briefly? Yeah, this should be fine. We can't change the gear ratios. God, the arms, the positioning, everything is just like... Does shifter work? No, shifter doesn't work. That's around into the assigned controls, I guess. This profile will do it already. Oh, the gears are not assigned on the H pattern profile. Well, that's fun. Seventh, reverse. Yes, just fucking eat it already. You're a pain in the ass, Factor 2. Right. So I think this is 100 forward, like Jesus Christ. How wrong the positioning is. Oh. Well, this is a 90-degree. Well, that turn 1 is technically. Oh, I have still my name in there. But yeah, that turn 1 is in real life a T-junction, so left on a T-junction, but But these corners still sort of exist, although I feel like the road is a bit wider than that today. I don't want to have actually traffic coming the other direction here. In real life you do. Just saying. I mean, you're traveling also about half the speed here. Actually, way less. I think it's 70 speed limit at this section here. Still. I mean, it's been actually hot minutes since I've driven it. Ooh, fuck! Holy shit. I think actually that crest is still sort of there in real life, but you go further down, I think, at that point. Into another T-junction. So this long left-hander is basically gone. Replaced with another T-junction. Yeah, this guy gets quite a few times airborne here, which is a bit scary. I don't know when actually to gear up this guy, it's a strange one. Right, this going next to the houses. That's still today like that. Okay, there's no 6th gear. Yeah, classic riser cab with a shit ton of oversteer. Right, this is a roundabout actually today. Yeah, you would have to go through a long roundabout trip for that corner. Probably are now heading into the S section here. At the end of the circuit. The fun section. Real life speed limited at I think 60. To stop motorcyclists killing themselves with it. How many blind corners there are on this circuit. It's crazy. When you're actually going racing speeds around these corners, it's like you just have blind corner after blind corner after blind corner. I think buildings still stand effectively today. Also, I missed the timing tower completely, which is completely standing there still. Probably 4th gear would have made more sense there. In any case, let's try to get actually a clean lap together, which is not the easiest around this track. I mean, I don't know if there's actually a version for it for AC, probably. Okay, that was a bit of money shift. Down to third. That double apex, double corner is a bit weird. I mean, it's not like I've turned a bunch of laps here. I've driven it in real life, as I said, but like, I've not done it that often. Did I know every corner by heart, especially at the back of the circuit. We're actually topping out here. This straight is so long, going past the houses. I think that's fine, actually, if I'm not mistaken, on the right hand side. But don't quote me on it. Track name Solitude comes from a palace, I think is the correct term, that the king of Wildeberg had. So this is in the area of Stuttgart, but not. It's I think an hour drive, not an hour, but like a bit away from Stuttgart. Basically his other residence. It's nearby, but not, well, quite that nearby. I missed the timing tower again. I just drive backwards, I would say. I've completed the lap. Oh, we stalled. Hello? Oh, my starter isn't working. Right. We have to actually return to the pits because we can't start the engine. But yeah, that's the time. I think that is taller in real life. By like quite a bit. That is way smaller than it actually is in real life. That timing tower. Like it's significantly higher. Like at least an entire floor higher. But maybe it tries to emulate an older version where the timing tower was smaller or the track only was used up till 1964. It wasn't used that long. I mean, I could try it actually with an historic Formula 1 car, that would be interesting. I should have the build your own F1 car for the F1 96. Yeah, 1960s. Custom car. Human driver, okay. What do we want to bring to this track? Oh god, this bugs out a bit. V12 engine with the Lotus wing on the top. Something of a decision. Let's actually bring this like that. Start. Let's do some driving again. Some of a night shift. I mean, we drove a night shift before, but a bit faster. Also slower. And a lot scarier. Closer to real life. In ways you probably don't want it to be. And this already had my seating positions from the previous car. Let me just say. And I have to move it still like so far forward that the mirror is completely broken. Because you just couldn't get that right. It annoys me slightly. It's made such a good car here. The model, and it's like he fucks up with the seat position completely. Now I'm sitting too close to the wheel, but whatever. It's good enough for right now. Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to drive, Lukas. Okay, that's slightly scary. That slight crest already made the car go airborne slightly. Up to fifth. Oh fuck. Ouch. That's a snatch through front wing. Yeah, I feel like I want to actually drive a full lap. This time around I didn't actually hit the wall. Boy. Actually, I forgot to put the R-Factor 2 specific overlay up. The gear display up. Ooh, how that gripped up in that corner. I mean, try passing on this circuit. Like, it's basically impossible if I place my car in the middle. No wonder this was an unofficial championship round for 2 years before, like, basically this track disappeared out of... completely disappeared, never to be seen again, really. Ouch. That's front wing gone again. I think I'm not gonna complete the lap. I think I've had enough. Oh, ouch. The sound effects of this car is definitely not balanced correctly. That's what we can say. I should load up a different car briefly and fix the camera perspective. Maybe... where is... Actually, I've never driven, I think well, I've driven the M4 M class, but like the M4 GT3, yeah, I think I've never driven. Never driven the M4 GT3 in Factor 2 yet. Been a while since it came out. I'm not paid for the bloody thing. At least I drove the DPI. Well, the IndyCar once. Literally once. I mean, this isn't right either. For this car. Like, this car also needs, like, fucking massively forward. If you look at it, it's like... Let's put it at 0, 0. 0, 0 puts your fucking perspective behind into the fucking seat again. Again. It's like... They just can't get this right. And this is official content in comparison to the other thing. Model is slightly forgiven, but like Studio 397 isn't when I pay money for it. It's not particularly too bad, but like Christ. I didn't want to dial this car in, I just wanted to have the perspective half for it. Oh. If I was still in gear with my shifter. Right, okay. I guess that's fine enough. I mean, I could load the new profile. God, how awful that dashboard looks in R2 compared to ACC. And they charge $5 for that. Just awful. Modern GT3 is just a blast. Yeah, that car doesn't even get airborne, but you should probably still brake before the pump. Right. Solitude, exit, fix my name on the way out. After having to use it for GTR 24s. So, right. I feel like it's way late. How long did I go on for now? Way too long, most likely. Yeah, Jesus, 3 hours. Actually, no, only 3 hours. It's not too long of a stream, but like, nobody's here anymore. But like miles, because the real race has happened like 2 hours ago at this point. Not too bad, but like, it's pretty terrible. In any case. So. Come on, pop up. Boom, boom. Boom. Bada boom. Bye bye.